Oh, Cardi B gets her son's hair, and Offset's son, braided exactly like her boyfriend, Stefon Diggs. Offset fires off with a series of tweets and deletes his Twitter. He says, now, when somebody passes away for playing with my son, then call me a crash out.
Offset has now deleted his Instagram and his X account. His X account currently pulls up as this account does not exist, and you can't even go to his Instagram. So what happened was there's this photo, a side-by-side photo of Offset and Cardi's son, Wave, and Stefon Diggs. And people begin to point out, and this is an older side-by-side, but people begin to point out that Wave's hair is braided very similar to Stefon Diggs. Mm-hmm. The only difference is the part in the middle and where that starts, to be honest. But it is very similar, almost the same hairstyle. So people are, were making jokes about it, and they were, trying to make it seem like Cardi did this on purpose.
Offset is currently threatening to harm or pew Cardi B's new boyfriend over the fact that he thought that the boyfriend and Cardi B's son have the same hairstyle. Cardi's son has not had a hairstyle for months. So you're online when you have an open case, a custody battle, threatening to harm and pew somebody during a custody battle when whole time they don't even, whatever reason you're mad about, it's not even factual because your baby hasn't had that hairstyle in months, which further proves that you haven't seen your baby in months, which is now helping Cardi's case. What's not clicking? How can you be asking for spousal support when you haven't seen your kid in so long that you don't even know what hairstyle they have?
Y'all, it looks like the Offset-Cardi drama just got messier after spotting a photo of his son and Stefon Diggs, Cardi B's rumored new man, rocking the same hairstyle. Offset just lost it. This wasn't just some petty shade either. He allegedly threatened to take Stefon out over it. Yes, y'all, he got that deep in his feelings. But now the streets are buzzing that the internet is in flames, and the question is, has Offset finally spiraled too far over Cardi, or is there way more behind this braid beef than we ever thought? Let's get into the details. But if you've been paying attention to the headlines lately, you've probably caught wind of the latest drama involving Offset-Cardi and her new boyfriend, NFL star Stefon Diggs. And trust me, this one's a little bit wild. It all started when Diggs hit the field at New England Patriots practice, debuting a new hairstyle, a braided hairstyle. Now, at first you're thinking, all right, cool, a new look. But hold up, wait a minute, that wasn't just any type of braid style. Word in the streets is it's a carbon copy of the one Offset and Cardi B's son, Wave, has been rocking for months. Yes, you heard me. The exact same hairstyle. Talk about a coincidence, huh? But now this wasn't just some casual coincidence. This set off a whole chain of events that had the internet buzzing. I'm talking about the kind of drama that'll make your head spin. See, things between Cardi B and Offset have been tense for a while now. The whole divorce in 2024, and this wasn't just some surprise newsflash. This was culmination of months of tension. Offset's alleged infidelity, absentee fatherhood, and just being an all-around absent figure in their lives pushed Cardi B to file for divorce. And let's not forget, she's been pretty vocal about it, straight up dragging him on social media, saying he doesn't provide for his kids, and barely even saw their youngest daughter blossom. Meanwhile, Cardi's been out here doing her thing, living her best life with her new boo, Stefon Diggs. So, seeing Wave matching with Diggs' hairstyle, yeah, that didn't sit too well with Offset. See, when that viral picture surfaced showing Wave with the same braided hairstyle as Diggs, the internet went wild. And I'm talking about a firestorm on social media. Folks started questioning whether Cardi B had intentionally styled Wave's hair to match her new man's look. And that's when Offset went off. He jumped on X, formerly Twitter, and I'm talking straight up wild post. He posted, "Now when somebody died for playing with my son, then call me a crash out. And I don't care how I look, trolling with my kids ends bad." Y'all, that was heavy. Then the real kicker happened. He deleted both of his accounts.
Offset has now deleted his Instagram and his X account. His X account currently pulls up as this account does not exist, and you can't even go to his Instagram.
So yeah, you don't just delete your social media unless you're really in your feelings. You know it's real when somebody goes off like that and then completely disappears. It's like he just vanished into the digital abyss. Now if you know the history, let's rewind a little bit, because Cardi B and Offset have been married since 2017. But the relationship, y'all, it's been a roller coaster ride with more twists and turns than a soap opera. They got married, had 3 kids, culture wave and blossom, but their bond, it's been shaky at best. Back in 2020, Cardi B filed for divorce, citing Offset's cheating ways. They got back together after that, but in 2024, the cracks showed up again, and Cardi went for the divorce a second time, this time citing Offset's absentee fatherhood and not pulling his weight financially. Cardi called out the fact that she's been paying a 6-figure sum just to cover their kids' schooling, childcare, and security. Meanwhile, Offset, nah, he wasn't even bothering to show up for his kids, let alone help out with expenses. Then Cardi B's patience just ran out, and that's when she threw in the towel. But hold up, wait a minute, because here's the kicker. Even after Cardi B said she wasn't looking for child support and that she'd let him see the kids whenever, Offset still went ahead and filed for joint custody and spousal support. Talking about adding fuel to the fire, Cardi B wasn't having it. She hit the internet posting a reply that said, "I regret you," basically calling him out for being a ghost dad.
To make yourself feel better, because I make you feel so low about yourself, because I don't make you feel like you're that in this home. So that's what you gotta do. So you out here trying to hurt my feelings because you can the next. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because them think it ain't good enough that I be having you crashing out all weekend. You was mad happy today when I can call you today. And the only reason why I called you today is because I'm trying to change my son's school and I need your approval. Other than that, fuck you. I don't care. The world, my ops. I'm with your ops. That's one for your ops. Yeah, of course, because you don't move with integrity. You're not a street. That's what you do. That's what you do. Oh, I'm gonna go for your ops. Boo hoo. I don't give a fuck. You can fuck my ops. You fuck my friends. I don't give a. You're a lame to me, and you will never equate to me. And it's crazy that I even let you even play with me for such a long time.
And let's talk about how this whole drama spilled onto social media. Cardi B and Cardi didn't shy away from talking her ish. Offset accused her of cheating while she was pregnant and she didn't even try to hide it. She clapped back on Twitter with a simple, "And did?" and kept it real, showing the world just how much the whole situation had hurt her. She also let folks know that she felt like she was doing all the heavy lifting, calling herself emotional backbone of their kids' lives. It was clear that their relationship had drained her and she was done dealing with it. Fast forward and Cardi's moved on to NFL star Stefon Diggs, and she's been posting pics, videos, and even going public about how her spiritual guide told her to date Stefon. Gotta say, that's some next level divine intervention. But it's still, folks are still kind of scratching their heads, especially with all the divorce drama fresh in the air, and Stefon and Cardi have been seen out at NBA games looking cozy and affectionate. They're all over Instagram, and it's clear Cardi B is loving this new chapter of her life. No more drama with Offset. Well, at least not directly. So if you've been following the Offset Cardi B drama, then you know that things aren't slowing down. Recently, Offset has been acting like he's completely unbothered by Cardi B's new man, NFL star Stefon Diggs.
Hey, we have. What's up, Twin? Drew. What's up? Cut the light on. Cut the light on. Yeah, man. I just want to let y'all folks know we having shit. Know what I mean? It's here. I'm going up out of this though. Y'all live with that.
But everybody knows better than that. You can try to play it cool, act like it doesn't hurt, but let's be real a second for a millisecond. His actions are speaking louder than his words. Dude has been posting on social media, talking about how he's unfazed by Cardi's new relationship. But come on, ain't nobody buying that. Many are now wondering if he was really chill. Why has he filed for spousal support and joint custody of their kids? Why he's constantly throwing shots, trying to maintain control over everything? That isn't a man who's cool with the situation. That's somebody who's trying to hang on to what they've lost. And Offset's been acting like he doesn't care. But this whole legal mess says otherwise. So let's talk about the court drama for a bit. Things are getting real messy. Offset filed for joint custody of the kids and spousal support, even though Cardi B already pays a massive amount for their children's well-being.
Ladies, y'all better be careful who y'all marry because the men are gold diggers too. As you know, Offset and Cardi B are going through a divorce that they filed back in August 2024, and Offset recently decided to file an amended response to the divorce, now asking for spousal support from Cardi B. He's also asking for joint custody of the kids, and he's wanting Cardi B's house to be the main residence for the...
Cardi's worth like $80 million to $100 million, and Offset, apparently, he's got around $30 million. The court sees that, and boom, Cardi's now got to pay spousal support. Talk about a slap in the face. But that's just how it goes in Hollywood, right? The more money, the more problems. They handed down joint custody, but the primary residence stayed with Cardi B. They're trying to keep things stable for the kids, making sure that they get the best of both worlds. But no matter how much they try to keep it civil, you can't ignore the fact that the public's watching every single move they make. And trust me, this is just the start. But let's get all into Offset's victim complex. Y'all, word is that he's been trying to play this card hard, acting like Cardi was the one who was unfaithful. But come on, y'all, let's be real here. He has no room to be pointing fingers when he was the one on every track record of cheating. In 2018, a video surfaced of Offset getting cozy with another woman, and the internet wasted no time calling him out for his shady ways. Everyone and their mama saw the clip, and the speculation about his loyalty to Cardi B went through the roof. And remember that clip where Offset was seen giving his phone number to a girl while she was on a date?
Meanwhile, they having a date. Look out. Yeah, look out. Yeah. I'm That's it. With the receipt. Boom! The chop off with the receipt. Chop off with the receipt. Boom! Chop off with the receipt. Wait, let's see what she doing. Let's see what she doing. Let's see what she doing. It's on the left. You see the
Well, here's the kicker. After all that mess went down, they reconciled still, and they got back together like nothing happened. Offset hopped on a few tracks with her, including the 2019 hit Cloud, and people started to think it was just damage control. You know, a little music collab to smooth things over and make them look like they're good, but honestly, it was hard for anybody to buy it. The writing was on the wall if Offset wasn't faithful and people weren't dumb enough to ignore it. But fast forward to now, and the divorce is just proving that what we already knew. Offset's been doing his thing on the side, and Cardi B confirmed the cheating rumors when she filed for divorce in 2024, citing Offset's infidelities and absentee fatherhood as the final straw. It's crazy though when you think about it, right? Your boy's been out here playing the victim when everybody knows that he's been acting foul for years. Cardi's over here exposing the truth, and he's still trying to twist it like he's the one who's been wronged. But you can only fake being the good guy for so long, and the public isn't buying it. Now, Offset's had this whole thing that he's a good father, and I'll give him some credit. He does have 6 kids in total. But yeah, y'all, 6. But including Culture and Way with Cardi B. So let's be real. The way he talks about fatherhood and the way he's been behaving aren't lining up. He's always out here talking about how important it is to be there for his kids, sharing his fatherhood journey through his music, like on his 2019 album, Father of 4.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, so I can't get treated, okay? Breakfast in bed.
Yeah.
I gotta turn this around. Smashing.
Yeah, turn around, my bad, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Why you kind of sweaty?
Nah, that's the oil. Crazy.
But now Cardi has been out here calling Offset an absentee father. Y'all, then she straight up called him out on social media, saying he doesn't contribute anything to their kids' upbringing. Not financially, not emotionally, nothing. Cardi has been the one holding it down, allegedly paying for everything from school to security. She has to do it all while dealing with the emotional toll of being a single mom in the public eye. But let's take a quick second to break it down. Fatherhood is more than just saying the right things in interviews. It's more about showing up and taking care of your kids and actually being there there for them. But Offset's been missing in action for a minute now, and Cardi's had enough. The whole public breakup just laid everything out in the open for everybody to see. And Cardi was juggling the kids, her career, the constant media pressure, while Offset was doing his own thing in interviews. He's talked about being a dad, but his actions are telling a different story. Meanwhile, Cardi B's been more vocal than ever, especially after the divorce. She said she regrets ever getting with Offset, calling him a deadbeat dad and sharing the emotional toll it's all taken on her. When she was pregnant, she had to deal with all the stress and the judgment from the public, and let's not forget the pressure of keeping an image of a perfect family for the cameras.
Because you're not even a real right for me. I make you look good. F you. Look at the pumpkin. I don't care. Look at the pumpkin. I'ma fold your ups. Matter of fact, oh, look at this. I don't want to see it. So what? You was gonna film anyways. All you gotta do is get drunk, and I'm gonna throw you that pussy for $2,000. You gotta survive out here. You gotta survive out here, nigga. Oh, now I'm with them. Now I'm with this. Okay, you could do that. You was gonna do it regardless. You go to a club and you probably get drunk. You give them $1,000. You was gonna do them regardless. Them gotta survive. These is hungry out here. We in a recession, baby. Them gotta get paid. Do that. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, I'm a watch what I'm gonna do to you. Watch what I'm this, that, blah, blah, blah. You already done it all. You already done it all. You already done it all. You done it all. You done it all. You done it all. Nothing surprises me anymore.
And it's clear the whole situation has been hard on both of them. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. The whole world's been watching it play out. Cardi B's new relationship with Stefon Diggs is only adding fuel to the fire. And now it's a battle for control. Offset's doing whatever he can to stay involved, to make sure he's still got some say-so in how things go down. More recently, hairstyle options. But the thing is, you can't just roll up on your ex's life acting like nothing's changed while trying to paint herself as a good guy. The ship has sailed a long time ago. The public's already made up its mind and it's not looking good for Offset. Whether he likes it or not, Cardi B's moved on and that's got a sting. But the way that things are looking, this battle's far from over. And back to the real kicker, these matching braids. That's when things took a turn. It wasn't just about Cardi B and her new relationship anymore. Now Offset's pride was on the line. And trust me, this isn't the type of drama that stays under wraps, because word in the streets is Offset is pissed. Pissed enough to throw some threats around. The braid situation triggered something deep inside of him, and now the world's watching. Is this the start of a new beef? Well, the public's reaction has been mixed, and some say and criticize Offset for his overreaction, especially since Wave had been wearing the braided hairstyle since April, prior to Diggs debuting it. Well, one user straight up stated the facts, saying he ain't seen his kids to spend time with them, but worried about some braids. Another said all the terrible things he put her through and he crashing out over some braids. While another user wrote, the braids is 6 months old. The baby has starter locks now, so they'll let you know that he haven't seen his baby. And others have expressed support for Offset, arguing that he has a right to be protective over his son and claiming that Cardi went too far. Another user said, Cardi went too far? How many times Offset went way too far? Another wrote, come on y'all, Offset just being a protective of his kid. Don't want his son calling another man dad. But now the question everybody's asking, where does this all go from here? Will Offset try to make amends, or will this turn into a full-blown war of the words on social media? And what do y'all make of Offset's threat? Did he take things too far? Drop your thoughts in comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and smash the notification bell, because this story is far from over.